Hi everyone, this is Jessica Lodato from the Rye Youth Council. I hope everyone's doing okay, cooped up inside as we move into week 4 of remote learning with our children at home. Lots of people are saying different things about being home. Some are really grateful for the time and the siblings are getting along in a way that they haven't seen them get along in a really long time, in all different age groups as well. Other families might begin to feel the strain as little minor squabbles come up, or sometimes even bigger things, because now we're all in the same space where we have a moment to talk with our kids and help them mediate with each other to talk through their problems. One of the ways that I talk to your kids in school in the 3rd and 4th grade about conflict resolution and how to talk things out is simply with a chart like this. Handwritten, one that probably I will redo during my time inside over the next few weeks. But what I find is that when you talk to your children about conflict resolution and you give them guidelines, it helps them to internalize why we have all these guidelines to begin with. And what I tell the children is, you have the opportunity and the ability to learn how to do this yourself. The reason now why you want to get an adult is to help you mediate these rules. Because what happens is, even if we know all of these ideas and these guidelines, when we're upset, we tend to forget them. So we want to have a parent not come in and solve the problem, or a teacher or an aide. We want to try to be able to do it ourselves because it's a life skill. And what I do is I go down this list with them and we start to talk about the reasons for each item on the list. So for example, let's go through it. Talking it out. Want to work it out. What I tell the kids is that when you show up to a conversation in your heart, you have to want to make it better. If you want to make it better, you're 3/4 of the way there. Listening to each other's side. We talk about listening, and if you ask your children, they all know. Eye contact, don't get distracted, make sure that they're not talking to somebody else, and don't interrupt. And those are all very polite ways to listen. But what we did understand was that sometimes we're being polite, but we're truly not hearing the other side. And we have to make sure that we're tuned in and we listen, because we're going to get very valuable information from that other person. Be honest but kind. Again, our kids love the manners of trying to keep some of their feelings to themselves. But we have to let everybody know how we're feeling, or when we're talking something out with another individual, it's important that we're honest. But how we deliver that message is important too. And sometimes what I find a really great thing to do with your kid is to give them an idea of what it would not be kind to say, and let them rephrase it for you in a kind and honest way, and give them a chance to role play. Talking calmly. When we raise our voices, everybody shuts down. And what we do in class is I'll go up to a student and I'll say something super nice but really loud. And they all agree that when you raise your voice, no matter what you're saying, it makes everybody uncomfortable. Respecting each other's feelings. One of the things I try to tell the children is that regardless of how we feel or how we like to be communicated with, another person might have a different way. And maybe through talking it out, that person's feelings about how they want to be talked to or the things that hurt their feelings might change. But if they don't, we have to respect that person's feelings and speak in a way or treat them in a way that works for them. We would want them to do that for us. And my favorite is looking to the best of each other. Trying to have our children realize that if we show up and in our heart we want to work out this problem, that hopefully that other person does too. When we want to work it out and when we assume the best of each other, we start to look at our problem as the thing to solve and not the other person. Because if we can work with the other person as a team to solve the problem and compromise, we find that things work out a lot smoother. Anyway, I hope the chart helps. Feel free to make one at home. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Be well, be safe. Talk to you soon. Till next time.